Anybody else get frustrated with the yarn swift? Trying to wind this mini skein and it is tangling in every single round, so I can't get it onto the ball winder. And it's not the Swift's fault, it's not anybody's fault, it's just one of those things, but it is taking forever. Absolutely forever. It's just tangled so badly that every quarter turn I'm having to untangle it. Usually with the Swift you can sort of give it a tug and it'll sort itself out. This is having none of it. Luigi's at the window crying. He's going to have to wait a minute. And I am going to get so frustrated in a minute with this. See what I mean? Can you see it? There. Sometimes you can tug it, but it's not having any of it. It's all, I think, when I started winding this piece of yarn, I picked the inside strand rather than the outside strand. And I can't have had the yarn on the Swift straight. My fault, nobody else's. But it's going to take a little bit of time to wind this 20 gram mini skein. It's taken me 10 minutes to get that. Anyway, welcome to November Vlogs. Today is day 9. How are we all doing? As you can see, this is my morning so far. Once I've got this one done, it'll be fine. Just one of those jobs. I'm supposed to have knit group this afternoon, but Josh has got an appointment. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go. We shall see. Probably not. So it's going to be a relaxed day. I've got some jobs to do. One of those involves letting the cats in and out every 5 minutes at the moment. You know, Luigi's just come in. Now Jack's at the window. And then Jack will come in. And then Luigi's just come in for a mouthful of biscuits. And he's going to want to go back out again. Oh, well. Let's start the day. Ooh, sorry about that.
Right, I did not know you were filming and being... Okay.
Oh, dear me. Right, it is now 11:30. It's been a really busy morning. The light is flickering. Hang on. Had to turn the light off because it was flickering. It's been a really busy morning, but all jobs are done now. So, the last of the Advent has just left our house. They've all gone. They've all gone. Oh, wow. So, yeah, it's gone. And it'll be arriving at its destination shortly. How exciting. So, I think I'm going to go to knit group. What's she barking at?
She's
I can't rustle while I'm vlogging, darling. That sounds really annoying. Do you know, you try and vlog. I am going to go to knit group. Josh doesn't really need me, he said, for his appointment, so I'm going to go to knit group. But I have got a gammon in the oven. I bought a gammon yesterday. The reason I bought this gammon, right, I bought a gammon in the supermarket the other week and it was horrible. Absolutely awful. So I really fancied a gammon, so I've bought another one. That's in the oven, slow cooking. It's been in all morning. So we're going to have that for tea. I cannot wait. I'm really looking forward to my tea. We're just having gammon and chips. So really, really looking forward to that. So right now, I'm just going to go and get everything put away. I've got stuff everywhere, absolutely everywhere today. So I need to go and do some tidying. I need to make a coffee. And we need to have some lunch. Have we got any bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have a cheese and pickle sandwich.
Okay.
Or just a cheese sandwich. I might just have a cheese sandwich, who knows? Right, I'm going to get on. Just come down to knit group. I'm a little bit early, so I've got a couple of minutes. I'm quite a bit early, but everybody kind of gets there early. So I have got a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to sit here. All the leaves are on the ground, and you see. Isn't it lovely? Don't you just love autumn for that? It's fab. It's stopped raining, yay! I'm freezing cold though. I've even got a t-shirt under my jumper. You probably saw I had a t-shirt on earlier. I've even got a t-shirt on. I've got my crochet cardigan with me, my Granny V-pop cardigan. Granny, yeah, that's what it's called. And some stuff in a bag from one of my friends. She wants to have a look at some yarn, so I've brought that down. And I was hoping, I pulled my phone out thinking we might see a squirrel. I don't know why I think you all need to see squirrels, but I always seem to show you squirrels when I see them. I don't know why. I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, there's no squirrels. There's normally plenty around, and there is none. I'll show you where I am. There we go. Usually a squirrel lives in that tree there, or that one right there. But there's none around, so I can't show you any squirrels. I'm still looking for them. The conker trees, all the leaves starting to go. Yeah, right, I better get into knit group, I think. I think people will be there by now. Right, I'll see you in a bit. It is so cold, it really is. It's 5:30, so we've had tea. Everything's done. Sorry the vlog has been a little bit... I don't think there's been a lot of content in it today, but I think that's because I was so busy this morning. It was things that I couldn't share, so I couldn't really start vlogging till this afternoon. Then, of course, I was at knit group, so I do apologise for that. I am just working on my cardigan. If I can... I don't even know where I am on it now. I've only done that bit. While I'm on with the cardigan, actually, I just want to clarify what I said on the podcast, not on the podcast, on the vlog yesterday. I think it was misunderstood. Was it yesterday? Yes, I think it was yesterday. So I did say on the vlog yesterday that I wasn't sure if I was going to buy the Granny V cardigan or modify the Granny V pullover. I already bought the Granny V pullover last week. And like anything with knitting or crochet, you can always modify your pattern. And as it was the same series, I thought what I could do was, rather than going round and round in a circle, I could just stop and go back round the other way and create a cardigan. Very similar to when you see a jumper pattern but you want it into a cardigan, so you steek it, which I think is so clever. Never attempted it, by the way, but it is, wow, so clever. One day. But I didn't mean in any way that I was going to reverse engineer the Granny V cardigan at all. That is not what I meant. As it turns out, I do have the pattern for the Granny V cardigan because I wanted the increases. It has increases here. And I wanted those on it. So I did actually purchase the pattern yesterday. But I did not mean in any way, shape or form that I was going to reverse engineer the pattern that I'd seen. That I would never do something like that. And if that's how it came across on the vlog, I do apologise. It is not what I meant at all. I just meant modify a pattern that I already had. That's all I meant. It wasn't intended for anything other than that. So I'm sorry if that came across that way. It wasn't intended to at all. Anyway, so I'm trying to warm up. I am sat underneath a blanket. I've got 2 layers on, which is really unusual for me. And I'm sat underneath a blanket trying to warm up. We have had such cold weather. And I really can't moan because, well, I'm saying, I don't moan in the cold anyway. I like it. But my friend Sue sent me a picture this morning of all the snow that she's got in Canada. And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. It looked so good. So good. So I'm sitting working on this. I'm feeling very guilty now that I'm not working on... See, she's licking. She's licking because I'm vlogging. Stop licking. She's not even licking herself. She's licking the sofa. I'm feeling very guilty that I'm not working on the Douglas cardie. I think I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. I just want to work on this. No, I'm going to stay working on this. And then when I finish this, then I'll want to pick up the Douglas cardie. I just feel guilty. Does anybody else feel guilty for projects? I've got the fragmentation shawl on the go. I don't feel guilty for that. I know that that's probably going to be one that goes into 2024. I so wanted not to take any projects into 2024 this year, but it's not going to happen. The fragmentation shawl is going to go into it because I'd like to finish this granny cardigan, and then I'll be straight on with making some progress on the Douglas cardie, and then it'll be advent knitting. So I am going to be taking something into 2024, but never mind, that's okay, it's fine. Oh dear me, I don't know why I put these pressures on myself really, but never mind, we all do it. Tomorrow I have got a much more relaxed day. I've got some parcels to ship in the morning, so I heard back from the winner of the yarn as well, and that's also going to the States. How amazing's that? So that was really good. So I'm going to be shipping that in the morning, and I've got some, I've got the yarn of the month to ship, which I need to ship in the morning with the rest of the order that goes with them. So I need to do that, and then we need to go shopping, and then that is it. I don't have much else to do. Just a couple of little niggly jobs, but nothing major. All my major jobs this week I've got done, which I am so pleased about. I heard, I was watching Amanda this morning from Little Likac podcast, and I can't remember what it's called now. She's doing a sock along next year, and it sounds so good. We were talking about it at Knit Group today, actually. So the idea is that you put aside and wrap up 12 balls of yarn, and you open one each month and make a pair of socks. I can't remember what the make-along's called, but I'll link Amanda's podcast in the description box below. She's lovely, is Amanda. She really is. And I really want to join in. I don't think I've got 12 balls of yarn that I can wrap up at the moment. I think I can probably get together like half skeins that I can use for socks that I might have to add to, but I don't have 12 that I can wrap up. But I'm definitely going to join in. I think it sounds so lovely, and what a great idea for 2024. When you've hidden or when you've wrapped up some yarn, you won't be able to remember what's in it, so it'll just be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be doing that. If you want any more information about the make-along, go and head over to the Little Likac podcast, and she's also doing November vlogs as well, which is just lovely. I've been watching Amanda. I tend to watch her on a morning. I think she brings it out later on at night, and I watch it on a morning with my morning coffee. Rose, stop licking. So yeah, if you want to know any more about it, go and head on over to Amanda's podcast, and she'll tell you lots more about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have no idea what advent pattern I am making yet. I am going to be doing an advent pattern roundup next week. I think I might do it. I'll probably film it on Sunday. So I'm going to be putting some advent patterns together, and I have no idea which one I want to make yet. Last year, what did I make last year? My Ariana cardigan. So I did the Ariana cardigan last year. And what did I do the year before then? I actually can't remember. What did I do the year before? Maybe did I not do any advent knitting the year before? Oh, anyway, I don't know. I would still like to do the Radvent cardigan. I don't know if you've noticed, I never make garments in 4-ply yarn. I have done it, but it's been something that I've really struggled with because it's such thin yarn, such small needles, and you're making a garment. I've really struggled with it, so I don't tend to veer towards them anymore. I know a lot of people love them. So it's the only thing where I think, am I going to enjoy the Radvent cardigan? It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, it is, but I'm not sure it's the right one for me. Although you're making it over 24 days, aren't you? So it's not going to feel like that. Of course, you're making it over 24 days, so it's not going to feel like a long slog. Oh, this is so difficult. I've no idea. I've been sort of squirreling advent patterns for a few days now, ready for this video that I'm filming on Sunday. And there are so many good ones. There really are. I've no idea what I'm going to make. Absolutely no idea. So what I thought I would do is confuse everybody else as well and put a pattern roundup video together of just advent patterns that I've found. And I might make the Radvent. I wanted it last year. I did want it last year. Oh, I don't know. I still want to make some advent socks. I made advent socks last year, and every time I wear them, I love them, and they always just remind me of Christmas. They're not Christmas colours at all. They're just my advent yarn, so I can wear them all year, which would be the same as the cardigan. But yeah, I just love them. So I definitely want another pair of advent socks. Oh, I don't know. You see, I've got the knit vent, and there's some nice knit vent patterns come out. I just don't know. I haven't a clue. Let me know your thoughts on what you're doing for advent knitting. Do you have just the one project, or do you try and have a few little projects on the go? Last year I did the Ariana cardigan, I did my advent socks, and I put squares into my C2C. So I had 3 things going on, and 3 was a bit much, to be honest. I did get a little bit overwhelmed with 3. I'd like 2. I definitely want some socks, definitely. But I can always make, oh, I don't know. Let me know what you're doing for advent knitting. If you're doing any advent knitting, you see, you don't have to use an advent calendar. You can just use a scrap of yarn. It doesn't have to be an advent calendar. I think that's what I did the year before. I think I just used scraps. I remember last year I did the anthology throw. The anthology throw came out in Knit Vent, and I couldn't wait to start it. I just really wanted to start it. So I just did it in 5 gram scraps. It wasn't 5 gram scraps at all. I'm lying. It was 20 gram scraps. That's how I did that. So you can absolutely, you don't have to have an advent calendar to do advent knitting. Let me know your thoughts. Confuse me some more. Right, I'm going to go, everybody. Have a lovely evening. I will see you tomorrow for day 10. There's exciting news tomorrow as well. Bye-bye.